Did the president lie about giving illegal immigrants health care or not? Congressman Joe Wilson of South Carolina says he's done apologizing for calling the president a liar during Mr. Obama's big health care speech to Congress. It was an outburst that some claim simply out of line. Mr. Wilson says there is proof that vindicates him. So who is actually telling the truth here? Lisa Sylvester has our report.
It's false.
They are the words that sparked the debate.
The reforms I'm proposing would not apply to those who are here illegally.
Representative Joe Wilson of South Carolina is the only member of Congress who has accused the president of outright lying, and he's apologized. But other Republicans contend there's more to the story than the president let on. Republicans insist that while there's language that spells out illegal immigrants are not to receive health care benefits, the House bill does not contain any enforcement measures.
He said, quote, "The reforms I'm proposing would not apply to those who are here illegally." And by their terms, that's a correct statement. But it is also correct that Democrats defeated proposed amendments in the House of Representatives that would have required some verification of eligibility.
The amendment, sponsored by Representative Dean Heller and defeated in the House Ways and Means Committee, would have included verification of legal status. Democrats voted against that amendment, citing privacy concerns, that sensitive information would be given to insurance companies with no guarantees it would be protected. But since the president's speech and Representative Wilson's outburst, Senate negotiators have moved to make sure there are new enforcement measures added to the Senate version of the bill.
We also talked about, again, further refinements on how we make certain that no one who is here illegally would benefit from these initiatives.
And the White House Friday outlined a tougher stance. Illegal immigrants would not only be prohibited from receiving health care subsidies, they also wouldn't be allowed to participate in what's known as the exchange, a central purchasing stop for consumers and businesses to buy health insurance. Congressman Charles Gonzalez, vice chairman of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus, issued this statement in response to calls for stepped-up enforcement. Quote, H.R. 3200 explicitly prohibits undocumented immigrants from receiving federal subsidies to purchase health insurance. Federal health programs already have concrete mechanisms for verifying immigrant eligibility. H.R. 3200 keeps these procedures in place. Medicaid and Medicare do have those verification programs in place that check for legal status, and had it passed, the Heller Amendment would have put in place the same enforcement system in this health care bill. We should also mention, Lou, that illegal immigrants currently have access to health care. Under a 1986 law, emergency rooms can't turn away people who need their services even if they can't pay and even if they are in this country illegally. Lou?
And we should point out that even though they are provided that care and guaranteed that care at emergency rooms anywhere in the country, they are counted, at least in the 2007 census, as a group of people uninsured for health care. By the way, that number is estimated in the 2007 number at 7.5 million of the 46 million that people talk about. The number, however, is somewhere between, generally acknowledged to be between 12 and 20 million illegal immigrants in this country. This is quite a turn. So at this point, you would say there's something for both sides in the story?
Yeah, I would say that, that it depends on what part you focus on. The president is only focusing on the first half, that language that's in the House bill that specifically says illegal immigrants are not entitled to any of these benefits. But here's the catch. If there's no enforcement provisions, then how would you know? And that's the point that Republicans have repeatedly pointed out and is now getting attention, Lou.
And by the way, it's attention which obviously, implicitly, the Democratic leadership in Congress is acknowledging was a problem, and they have turned to reverse those, if you will, the parsing that was necessary to get through that statement made by the president. Lisa, thank you very much. Lisa Sylvester.